really gets messy once you add the oils into it. Now the cracked corn. Cracked corn is, remember you're doing, I spoke to you about Lucero and how he opens doors and stuff like that. This is actually one of his offerings and one of the properties that he owns. Just, it's good for good luck. Again, corn is a symbol of prosperity, it's a symbol of growth, fertility. The Native Americans and the Indians would use it to survive and feed their children. It's just always a fertile, it's a fertile thing. It's a fertile ingredient to use. Actually, I will use all three. So again, you don't want to overpack it, because then, some witches out there who, again, in certain religious groups who remain Wiccans and New Ages. He knows how I feel about them. They'll prep a candle, and even some amateurs and newbies, they'll prep a candle and just overpack it with so many ingredients. Not that there's nothing wrong with it, but sometimes simple is less. Because then they say, oh my God, my candles are turning black. Well, duh, you overpacked it with things, and when it gets closer, the stuff tends to burn, and of course your candle starts to turn black, and then they're saying, oh my God, there's evil around. No, it's just you overpack your candle. Does it mean that this candle can't take more stuff? Yes, it does, because we're going to add one more ingredient, and that is botón de oro. Botón de oro, which is marigold. Very simple.
Or calendula.
Or calendula, thank you. He's showing his expertise in the craft. But yeah, this stuff grows wild. Some of the stuff you could actually just go out in the wild and just pick it up. There's certain things called pata de gallina, which is rooster foot, and that actually grows wild. You think you could go outside and pick one real quick?
I sure
just
can.
So that he can see what pata de gallina, and that's good for like health and all these other things. Now again, you see, I'm not really adding too much, because again, I know that if I pack it with a lot of stuff, it's just going to burn my candle, and it's not something that I'm really looking forward to.
Oh, the botón de oro, it is best to shred it up just as it is, just so the petals don't catch flame when the wick is burning.
And plus, because you're breaking it with your fingers, you're kind of already adding energy into it, and you're envisioning, okay, money, blessings, gold, riches, prosperity. I'm trying to attract positive energies to me, or a man, because I'm having issues with mine. Okay, now, one thing that Jesus, he's feeling the noise in the background because he's already feeling the fear.
No.
Can you just pass this to me, please?
This is pata de gallina.
All right, give me. All right, this is pata de gallina, or chicken's foot. Again, it just kind of looks like, what a chicken walks on. But these are actually really good. Like, let's say you feel something negative in your home. Well, if you know that you have some of this stuff growing in the backyard, you're going to get, if you have a red shirt, a red handkerchief, red ribbon, you tie it here, and literally you just start smacking your walls, with some fragrances. We spoke about some Florida water, or some that I gave it, which is, the majority of the 90% rubbing alcohol, and then you're just going to add some essential oils and stuff, and resins just to clean yourself with. Show him the rose. They do sell these things like this in stores where, they kind of use it for babies, after showers, just to refresh them, or tonics like witch hazel and things like that. Very wonderful, useful, for, again, when you want to smack the walls.
Smells divine.
Yeah. So, well, I'll put this here. So we'll continue with this candle. Now, the only thing that I'm going to, there's two more things that I'm going to add to this, and that is scent, which is oil, base, and glitter. For your spells to actually work good, and I tell this to all of my kin, you have to be detailed. When you're detailed in your work, you're showing the God, you're showing the spirits, you're showing the deity that you actually give a shit in what you're doing. You're putting intent and you're putting effort into your craft, okay? Now, let me see. We have a lot of good oils here that we just got. Let me see. We have lavender. I think I'm being drawn right now to the frankincense oil, just because I adore the scent of it. Let's see. Yeah. I'm content with just using this. Now, if you can find this brand or brand similar to this, oh my God, it is the best. It a little goes a long way. If you put this on your candle or a spiritual bath or incense, literally,
or body,
you could use it as like a personal cologne or something like that.
Bisaline.
It's called Bisaline frankincense oil. She has myrrh and all these other things. Just a little bit goes a long way, and literally your whole room will smell like it. Now, because it's so strong, I'm not about to put my finger into this because, actually, I might as well just a little bit. But my finger's going to smell like frankincense until after my shower tonight and shower tomorrow. It's still going to be like on my finger. I could wash my hands 10 times. Normally it goes away in like a couple of days. Okay? But I just love the smell of it, so I don't mind. Okay, you can put these away. Now, glitters. You may say, what the hell is with glitters? This is an arts and crafts. Well, in certain aspects, this is called quicksilver. Fast action, so you want to add some of this. I kind of like to use the very thin kind, because when you use the other one, again, it could burn, and you don't want that to burn. And I'll use a little bit of gold. Why? Because I added some marigold in here, so I want, again, just to attract. I want fast action and attraction. Could put the other ones away, because we're going to be using these in other candles.
Have it look the part.
It look the part. You wanna, everything should sync and should make sense. So this candle now is actually ready to go. What?
Do you want to add filter?
No, we're going to be adding that to other things. I'll be stay in your lane, Mr. Tino. He's trying to jump the gun. Okay, I'm pretty sure Brad is like, what the hell is going on with these people? They're just all over the place.
You will learn to love us.
Okay. Yeah, give me the yellow one, because we're just going to prep these, and as soon as we're done with this, we're actually going to be putting them in the altar room, which is right behind us. One thing that I did want to mention, I know you're a big fan of the Morgan. Can you see the Morgan behind?
Yes,
kind of, sort of.
You can see her, but
okay. Well, he knows one thing. I know that you bought an image for her, and there's nothing wrong with buying images, of course. Sometimes I like to personalize it and just again, work with her. And she spoke to me and she said, well, you know what? You don't need to buy me an extravagant figure or image that costs $100 because I like to spend money and I like to spend money well on good things and quality things. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna listen to her. What do I need her in my life for? And that's to guide me. And I decided to just get a very simple lantern that I got at an arts and crafts store. Probably cost me like $13-15 the most.
Yeah.
And I got some of these. I got 3 crows. Why? Because the Morgan. That's her animal, her familiar, her totem animal. And I got 3 in resemblance because she's a triple moon goddess, in all aspects. And I light a red candle for her just so that she kind of has her birds always watching over me. There's a lot of things that you can do simple and save yourself a lot of money instead of buying all these images. Again, not that there's nothing wrong with it, because it's all in your heart and it's all in your intention. The God see everything. Now, so this, we kind of spoke about Chola Wenge. And she is, mother of sensuality, the river, money, attraction, love, and prosperity, and all that good stuff. So with this...
You got the Pachola?
Yeah. Stop interrupting me.
I'm sorry.
He gets excited. Now with this, again, we just finished doing this as an all-purpose. So that deity is already going to take care of knocking some of the bad stuff out. So this I can literally concentrate on the purpose for the clan, because all these songs is specifically for the clan, is money, attraction, sensuality, peace, and love. So what am I going to do? Okay, I'm going to put the all-seeing eye so that she can always see what's going on. Okay, now I wrote peace in that one, so in this one I'll just put tranquility.
Gino, can you let me know if I have to bring this closer?
Hold on, love. Come a little closer, please, and point to what she's talking about.
The all-seeing eye.
Yes.
Okay, I'll be adding the word tranquility, and I'll be adding the word attraction.
Can I say something?
Sure.
And don't worry about it being sloppy. Like if you want to write a letter and it crosses over certain words,
that's okay. The gods know your intent.
Yeah, and it's kind of good that way anyways, because it's more secretive that way. Nobody can understand. It's not legible, but you know what's on there, and that's what counts.
Exactly. Because, again, the connection is between you and that deity. Not because other people tend to be like, oh, what is written on that piece of paper? Chicken scratch. Why? Because they can't understand, and that's exactly what you want. You don't want other people knowing your craft. Okay, tranquility. And then I will be drawing the encuello sigil, and I believe you already have that symbol because that's the sigil that you will be writing on the letter for the self-initiation for the clan. And again, that's just to open roads. That's what the encuello is. It opens roads and opens the connections and doors to exactly what you're trying to accomplish.
I really need to get the feedback.
Anyways, so once that's done, I believe I have some nutmeg that you can add in powder form. You can add cinnamon. Now again, you can do these, whatever I'm doing here, you can actually do on a stick candle. You can pass me some honey. So I'm putting some nutmeg. Why? Because it raises energy and it's sweet and all that stuff.
And honey is Chola's favorite.
Yeah, Chola Wenge, Ochun, Gypsy Spirit, and stuff like that. Jesus, Chino, this is like old honey. It's like, how old is this?
She's mature.
Yeah.
And you don't want to put too much honey because
when your honey gets like this, literally put it in run it under some hot water and it loosens it up.
Yeah.
Right quick. Because this is not working, honey. This is not working. But you always, anytime that you're going to work spiritually with honey, you always taste it. Because for some reason, I don't know why, is what I've been taught since I was a little girl. You always taste it so that the deity doesn't think that you're trying to poison them. Because there is an actual story that the deity was poisoned with her favorite attribute, which is honey. So she makes us taste it to make sure that it's not poisoned. Now, I probably just poisoned myself because I had sulfur in this finger, but I've been tasting sulfur for years, so I don't recommend you doing that. Even though a messy wish, when you get sloppy, when you start sweating, it's because you're actually doing something wonderful. Okay?
Again, you don't want to put too much honey, though, on the candle because when the wick begins to burn, the honey will stop it from burning completely, and there goes the candle.
On top of that, there's a saying that I've always been taught, too much honey will make it bitter. And that's something really important to remember. Too much honey will make it bitter. To this, I'll be adding a little bit of, peppermint. There's 2 drops in here. I don't know why they do this.
It's really potent.
It's really potent, yes. But
look, smell it. Smell it.
Yes, I smell it, but there was practically nothing.
Well, that is a very strong, pure peppermint extract. You could put hot water in there.
Anyways, in regards to the botanica that I told you, there's tons of religious oils in there. You can make your own oils, and I'll speak to that. Maybe I'll do another video on oil making, in front of a kitchen and all that. But this is Lucky Drop oils. You know, you can just take some olive oil, some regular olive oil, and honey, and add some cinnamon, and that could be your good luck oil. You can add patchouli root. You can add marigold rounds. You can add peppermint. You can add so many things to the olive oil with a little bit of water in it just to kind of get some of the essence out. You want to simmer it and then strain it once the water is evaporated from the oil. And then you'll just be left with some oil that you can use to anoint your candles for good luck. But again, you know, we were there. We were blessed with the luxury of being able to just buy some of these oils. Even though I'm not a fan of these oils, the really oils that I like to use is really for scent, because again, I don't have faith in some of these good luck oils. Again, this has a really beautiful scent that goes along with the intent that I'm trying to do. But yeah, I really don't like using, you know, some of these good luck oils, or like shut up oil, or dominate your man. No, it just, for me, it just doesn't work. I would rather make my own oils. In fact, I normally do make my own oils. But in this case, again, I'm using these for scent, using a little bit of rose oil. Just because, again, you go with your instincts, you go with your intuition. You always go with your instincts and intuition, because it'll never leave you right. And you're starting to learn that now. Your instincts are your instincts, and they'll never, ever, ever, ever be wrong. Now, I know you're saying, what? This is all I'm learning? No, we're actually going to get to the more interesting stuff right now. I just wanted to get this prep real quick, just to get it out of the way.
Can I add one thing?
Sure.
Also, you could also melt it just a little bit in a pot of boiling water.
I'm going to get to that. Stop jumping the gun.
Oh, never mind. I'm going to go over there.
No. Don't do nothing over there yet. Okay, I'm just going to add some gold glitter. I'm strict. You will see that, and I am strict, and you know, everything has. This is a structured video, Gina. So stop feeling your liquor and go sit down somewhere. He's trying to go into the altar right now and work the altar, but we're recording, and it'll be a little disrespectful to work the altar, even in offerings, because there's a camera rolling and they're behind us. So in this case, this is done. You know, again, this is not a spell. This is more of an offering, you know. I added some words in there just to kind of, for her to feel, you know, for her to see, okay, well, I'll give this to you, but this is really just an offering for her to bless us as we're giving the deity a light offering with, you know, the scent and the glitter and the candle, being that the yellow is attributed to her. Okay. Now, we're going to get, pass me a whole one. Just, a whole one, yeah. Now we're going to get to the nitty gritty. These are pullout candles. Okay. Pullout candles can be used various ways. Okay. Sometimes, you may have heard me say a revocational candle. Now, what do you say with a revocational candle? Well, you can just prep this naturally, you know. You can add, in this case, you know, you can add some of the oil, some of the powders that you have already broken down. You know, you just add it into the bottom. You know, one spell that I actually do like to do, which is a blue candle, I like to add 77 pennies, or coins, I don't know if you have pennies in Australia, 77 pennies, molasses, and then I literally set the blue pull-out candle on top of it,